welcome to Hockey Night in Manchester. For Sports Tonight, Manchester Storm game action on the way with the Edinburgh Capitals. It's the 8th and the final meeting between both of them in the 2016-17 season. And I think we probably run out of ways to say big, enough synonyms to say big in different ways. It is a big game for both teams this Saturday night. We'll come to that in a moment. But first of all, get the tissues ready because we've got a heartwarming story to tell you all about a Storm fan under the name of Sebastian.
On the 4th of March 2017, the Manchester Storm organisation, their general manager Neil Russell and the Storm players pulled out all the stops to make a dream come true for one of their youngest fans. Sebastian Pitts is approaching his 3rd birthday in June. He suffers from an illness known as Lee syndrome, which is a severe neurological disorder. The prognosis for sufferers of this illness is not good. However, Sebastian and his mum and dad, Yvette and Stephen, flew to Belfast and the SSE Arena to see Sebastian's heroes as Manchester Storm took on the Belfast Giants. It started with a behind-the-scenes tour of the Storm locker room, where Captain Trevor Johnson and fan favourite Eric Nielsen made him welcome with his very own story. Time for just a few photos before the doors opened and the crowd started arriving. Then it was fist bumps all round as the Storm players came out for warm-up. Not only was Sebastian a hit with the Manchester Storm team, but within seconds the Belfast captain Adam Keefe headed over to chat with the family and give Sebastian a special Giant spark. But this wasn't the only surprise that the Giants had in store. The Pitts were invited into the Belfast dressing room to receive a Belfast Giants shirt and to meet all the guys. The crowning glory of the evening was presenting the Storm Man of the Match award, and then Sebastian and Captain Trevor did a post-game lap around the ice to receive a huge standing ovation from the players, the officials and all the fans in the SSE. Ice hockey is a tough, hard game, played by tough, hard men. But on an occasion like this, the family of ice hockey comes together to show friendship, warmth and kindness in order to make one young boy's dream come true.
With Steve Pitts and Yvette Pitts, and also Sebastian here, who's got a smile on his face because he's had a heck of a week, it's fair to say. The dream was to fly on a plane. He looks very happy. Yvette, tell us a little bit about Sebastian and also what happened for you and your family last week.
So Sebastian's got a condition called Lee syndrome, which affects all of him, including his muscles. He has muscle weakness, he's developmental delay. So when we found this out, we made a mini bucket list, and one of the things that was on it was to take him on a plane. And so we thought one of the best ways to do that was to take him to a Storm game over in Belfast, short and sweet. The consultants let us take him, so that's where it all began.
Steve, you've been a Manchester Storm fan for many years. You were a fan of the original club, and here you are supporting once again.
Yeah, well, we just thought we were just getting on a plane and going to Belfast to see them away game. We turned up, had a DM from Neil Russell. He was meet me outside the front doors. It was a bit cryptic, so we were like, okay, let's just go. So we turned up, whisked into the SSE Arena, and then we went into the dressing room, and it kind of unfolded from there. So we met Trevor and met Nielsen, and They had this little locker with his name above it, and it was surreal, really. To kind of, these guys are our heroes in our world. People have their footballing stars, we have hockey, and to see that interaction was overwhelming for me anyway, and to him to take it in. And then we were pushed out into the ring to see the warm-ups and the fist bumps. And then the icing on the cake. I know we obviously get to see the Belfast guys, and he got the shirt and Kiefer, but the ice on the cake was when Johnson asked to take him out on the ice. It was just, I've never felt so proud. Like, I never thought I'd get that from him, like, because obviously with his short lifespan, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of filling me up now. Like, I never thought I'd get that from him, and to see his face and from the players and the interaction and even just the response from the crowd, it was just, it was surreal.
We were stood in the bench while Trevor took him out on the ice, and I was filming it, wanting to remember it. Just seeing the response from the crowd, everyone cheering so loud for our little boy, was absolutely amazing. And even all the Belfast players that were like tapping their sticks on the ice and fist pumping him whilst he was out there, it was absolutely amazing, and something that we're never gonna forget.
Is there anything else on the bucket list that hockey fans can help you out on a bit?
The big dream is to take him to New York to see the New York Rangers. I've no idea if we'll ever be allowed to fly over there with him, or if we'll ever get the money and everything to do it, but that would be the ultimate dream, to take him over there. And just, it's something we've wanted to do, isn't it? And to be able to take Sebastian would just be absolutely amazing.
Just recap how hard things have been for you the past couple of years, and what that's been like, because I know it's been difficult.
Yeah, I mean, he was diagnosed at 7 weeks old, and we always thought he was a bit delayed, and we ended up in hospital big time for about 6-7 weeks. We were told you've got 12 months max, and we've lived the last 12 months kind of on ice. Like, it's, what do we do? Do we take him out? Do we let him go near people with a cold? And so we've kind of just thought, sod it, let's just live life to the full. Let's enjoy what we've got. The doctors fully understood that, and that's why they allowed us to fly. We've got great supportive friends. They're the ones that created this bucket list. They created sites for him. You know, they look after him and give us time apart, like just to have our little time on our own. And yeah, it's been a difficult couple of years, but again, coming to nights like this, the hockey every Saturday or Sunday night gives us our 2 hours of being normal, just without people going, are you okay, and what's going on, is he okay? It's, no, watch the hockey, 2 hours, go home, go to bed, wake up because it's a new day.
Well, our thanks to Yvette and Steve Pitts and Sebastian for recapping their wild week as Manchester Storm fans, and I'm sure you'll agree that, put the results aside, put the playoff run aside, it's so great to see our sport being heard by non-hockey fans, by non-sport fans across the whole world. Well, we come to the very important part, that a game is about to happen here in Altrincham, and a very important one it is as well, as both teams are chasing playoff spots. Edinburgh Capitals, for the first time in many years, finally have a chance at getting into the 8th space. Well, we'll find out how both teams fare as we hand over and discover what will happen in the first period as it gets underway.
Coach Omar Pasha has jigged around his lines again ahead of this huge weekend for the Storm. Patrick Valkak centering Matt Bissonette and Mario Tribuco. Trevor Johnson out there, and his D partner is Paul Phillips as the Caps win that early possession. Good start here from the Capitals, but Tribuco intercepts that one, just throws that down. Bissonette goes in search of that loose puck up against Dobrin, the player coach here for the Edinburgh Capitals. Trevor Johnson now throws that puck in on goal. Puck bobbles out there, rebound off Fullerton's pads. Fedorov now gains his own for the Caps and brushes into Vyorbiev, and chance here for the Storm, a 3-on-2 chance. Paul Phillips throws that in on Fullerton, puck's bobbling around, and The puck is still loose, but referee Tom Perring blows the whistle. A good high-intensity start here, Claire.
Now that is exactly what Manchester Storm fans will be hoping for tonight. They need to come out with a lot of power. They need to show that this is the fortress. They've got the support here. Let's hope that they bring the results tonight. And Caps fans will be holding their breath, crossing their fingers, crossing their toes. Imagine there's not many times when Caps fans have thought they could get into playoffs in recent seasons.
Not in the recent past, that is for sure. And isn't it great for the league that, you know, everyone talks about the parity and what have you, that we're heading into the final few weeks of the season. It is still very much all to play for. Taylor Dickin now gains his own for the Storm. He's got the Jets on. Along the half wall now, just throws up behind to Cody Cartier. Omar Pasha now throws that across, but Jacob Johnson, stellar defenseman, great pickup from the Caps last year. Really like that guy. Cody Cartier now picks it up. Cartier is moving very well at the early stages of this game, but loses possession there. And again, a bit of a battle along the half wall. Tip off. Taylor Dickin now back checking, finds Dazinski with a bit of space here now. Dazinski just dangles, throws that puck in on goal just wide. Taylor Dickin now throws that right across. Chance, Pash lets one go. Good save from Travis Fullerton, the goaltender. Puck getting lodged in between Pash's skates, but battles really well there and keeps the puck. Pasha now throws it right across, looking for Paul Swindlehurst playing forward. Heatley now throws it across goal. Dazinski not able to get on the end of that one. And forward come the Caps. Just under 2 minutes gone in this game. It's been an electrifying start. A bit of a dodgy bounce off the boards there. Forward comes Jack Prince for the Storm. Lovely backhand pass to Mark Heatley. Varley now gains his own. Tries to lay that back to Swindlehurst, but pickpocketed from the Edinburgh Capitals forward. Schultz. Heatley now throws that across, but again, good back checking there from the Caps. And forward comes Hurdle. Huge frame of a man. And that goes all the way through to Clemente, who covers up with 17:43 to go in the opening first period. Dazinski now off to Heatley. Heatley throws it right across. Chance here. Dallas Earhart lets the shot go. Good glove save from Travis Fullerton. Fullerton has been kept awake in these opening stages. Heatley now along the half wall gives it to Dazinski. Back to Heatley. Pasha throws that puck in on goal. Looking for the rebound is Dazinski. But Travis Fullerton's rebound control so far has been very good.
You may have missed the call. It was just announced by John Hammond and the referee as well, Tom Perring. The player coach, number 91, Michael Dobrin, in the box for 2 minutes for delay of game. We're just coming at 16 minutes 17 left on the clock in the first period.
Yeah, you talked about Salford Uni and the great relationship that we have with them. Hopefully have some good news to announce, even to build on that moving forward into next season. Had a really good meeting with them last week. Patrick Valkak now throws that right back. Trevor Johnson, chance, but that's blocked from the Edinburgh Capitals. Good commitment from the Caps. Paul Phillips now takes it right behind Clements. Goal, good forecheck there from Will Gosh. Trevor Johnson lays it off to Valkak. Puck. Not sure what happened. That was just out of our eyesight there, but Valkak, I think, finished the body on Ian Schultz. Forward come the Storm again. 52 seconds left in this power play. Valkak now gains his own, puts the brakes on. Again, can't find his man. Puck possession lost. And Jacob Johnson gains his own here now. Short-handed and rips it off the post. What an effort there. Short-handed from the Edinburgh Capitals, and that's a wake-up call to the Storm. That's why the Storm need to capitalise on these opportunities that they have, because this Edinburgh Capitals team are dangerous. Valkak now finds Trevor Johnson. 24 seconds left on the power play. Jack Prince lets that shot go, but finds glass. Earhart now loses possession of it to Vyorbiev, finds Fedorov. Throws that in, and Clement, who covers up. 12 seconds to go on the Dublin penalty. 14:57 left in the opening first period. 0-0. Bissonnette, who has been out of the lineup now for the last few weeks. The Fifth Patrol more than likely shouldn't be playing tonight, but really was keen to get back into the lineup. Huge weekend coming up here for the Manchester Storm. Jared Stahl now putting Trevor Johnson under a lot of pressure, but the Storm captain comes away with it. Been put under pressure though is Bissonnette. Great forecheck here from the Edinburgh Capitals. Dallas Earhart puts the brakes on and finds Matt Bissonnette. Lays that into Taylor Dickin, but doesn't take control of the puck very well. But scrappy here from the Storm. But as I say, great forecheck from the Edinburgh Capitals, putting the Storm under a lot of pressure. But Cody Cartier now has an opportunity, throws it right across, but Dickin doesn't have the stick down on the ice. And it rebounds off his skates. Dazinski now for the Storm, finds Varley, first year pro, straight out of Penn State University. Throws it right across, and it's a goal for the Manchester Storm. Connor Varley throws the puck in on goal. Pad, rebound, Darren Dazinski crashes the net. 11:46 to go, opening first period. It's the Manchester Storm 1, the Edinburgh Capitals 0.
And how's about that? The 27th goal for Darian Dazinski. He'll be needing that. And Connor Varley has been a safe pair of hands for Manchester Storm. Another few extra points here.
Forward come the Storm again. Paul Swindlehurst playing forward again this evening. Throws a puck in a goal and the rebound again off the pad. And it's a very, very clear tactic here from my side of things. I've heard Pash talking about this a lot, about shooting and getting in there for those rebounds. And it's very evident so far that that's what the Storm team are doing this evening.
I imagine Jack Prince was there, wasn't he? Right in front Fullerton. I thought that he was going to get that chance because he's had many a success from those type of scrappy goals where a keeper will be kicking themselves at any rebound opportunity.
It's an old cliche, and as my good friend Mark Hitchcock, who I know is watching here this evening, will tell you I do love a good cliche, but you go to the net, good things do happen, Claire, and Jack Prince has been exceptional this season for the Manchester Storm, first year pro. GB International got the call up again, which is great, and rewarded as well for his excellent efforts. Good save again there from Fullerton. Varley fans on that with a stick break as well. Forward come the Caps. Garrett Milan throws that puck in at Clement, a bit of a rebound there as Johnson goes in chasing that loose puck. Varley has got a stick now. A chance there for the Caps. 8:27 to go, opening first period. Swindlehurst now just gets that puck deep. Storm will go for a change. Good forecheck there from Jack Prince. Forward come the Caps again. Paul Phillips, but that's a hooking call, no? Okay, maybe I've been slightly blinkered on that one. Connor Varley throws that along. As the Storm go for another change. Caps just setting up behind Travis Fullerton. Vorobiev tries to find his fellow Russian. Not able to do so, but the puck rimmed round the boards. Bit of a dodgy shot coming in there from the point from the Caps. Just wide of Clement's goal. Or as Claire would say, Clemente. Shot coming in, good pad save there from Mike Clemente.
It's not how I say it, it's how he says it.
And that's an icing call. 7:22 to go, opening first period. Manchester Storm 1, Edinburgh Capitals 0.
Well, you can obviously get in contact with us. We're at #StormTV Live. Dan the man is just putting our Twitter handles on there. You can send all the abuse to @Russler147 and send all the nice comments to @Clare Freeman _.
The OCD control freak in me wants Dan Brennan to change that hashtag to a capital S, to a capital T, and
does
a
it
capital.
matter?
It does to me.
Well, a bit like you can't say the name of your
OCD
goalie.
Russell is what I'm known as around these parts. But anyway, 7:12 to go. Chance here now. Stahl gains his zone. Throws that in on Clement. Deals with it well. Forward comes Cartier now. Chance of a 3-on-2 if Cartier gains his zone. And he does gain his own. Chance here now. Thrown in on Fullerton. Doesn't know where it is. And it's a goal for the Manchester Storm. Great play from Cody Cartier. And Johnny on the spot again is number 26, Darian Dazinski. 6:56 to go, opening first period. Manchester Storm 2, the Edinburgh Capitals 0.
Give that man a contract, Neil Russell, for 2017-18. Darren Dazinski, you told me early this season that he was your man crush, and here we can see why. Cartier looking for that opportunity. Dazinski's there. Little sneaky side pass, wasn't it? In straight past Fullerton's eyesight. Fantastic.
McDougall now along the half wall. Clare for the Caps. Bit of space here for the Caps. Puck thrown across goal. And the Manchester Storm are under a lot of pressure here now from this Caps team. Jared Stahl now, back to the point. Thrown across to Durazio. Thrown across again. McDougall looking to get the tip, but not able to do so. Forward come the Storm through Paul Phillips. Lays it off to Nielsen. Nielsen now down into the corners. Just keeps possession there. Lays it off to Tribuco. Tribuco tries to find Valpak, not able to do so. Puck shot thrown in by Pasha. Pad save by Fullerton. Chance here for the Capitals. But not able to go tape to tape. Omar Pasha now for the Storm. Again, just Storm not able to go tape to tape, and these passes going to be frustrating for the team. And Clement just covers that up, and rightly so. And this Manchester Storm team are going to have to pick it up here. Edinburgh Capitals are putting us under a lot of pressure.
Well, they're certainly putting under a lot of pressure. A great opportunity for Matt Tipoff just a few moments. It's almost like he was right there in front of the goal, but didn't kind of do that scrappy, shot that, say, someone like Darian Dzinski on Storm would have done. He was looking to pass when he was right there, and he should have gone for it.
A shot coming in there again from the Caps, just wide of Clemente's goal. Milan again just gains that possession. Connor Barley been put under pressure, can't lose out in that physical battle to Milan, and he has done, but Caps keep possession of it with Hurdle. Brings it all the way back to Schultz again. Good extended pressure here from the Caps. Puck goes right across, comes out of the zone. Hurdle again picks it up. Varley finds Dzinski. Dzinski gains the zone, but an offside is called on that play. Very scrappy, I have to say, from this Manchester Storm team so far in this middle period. 11:17 to go. Storm 2, Capitals 0.
Well, Fife have made a comeback in Skydome Arena. It's one apiece. Coventry 1, Fife 1. That's what we all want to see. It's weird, isn't it? It's one of those kind of weird hockey chants where we all hate the Steelers and we all want Coventry to lose. Everyone who's joining this webcast tonight.
As general manager of a fellow Elite League
views
team,
are
I can't comment on hatred like that, Claire.
Yeah, he was nodding and shaking his head at the same time.
Another offside called on that play.
To pick out Jared Stahl, number 20 for the Caps. I remember writing whenever we played Caps before, and I don't mean this to be horrible, but I wrote, I hate Stahl, because he's just so nitty gritty, and he's just one of those people that bashes my players, and I don't like it. You know, when you kind of watch from a fan point of view, not from a professional point of view.
He's a good player.
He is a very good player.
He's got a very good CV. Fedorov now gains his own, putting Trevor Johnson under a lot of pressure. He is shifting in this middle period as Fedorov, after a quiet opening first period from him. Very, very dangerous offensive player. Cartier now lays that off, tries to find Dzinski, but again, good back check in there from Romas. The Capitals have just been the first to all the loose pucks so far in this middle period, and Clemente covers up again. 10:26 to go.
Let's just recap. We were getting some of your tweets on hashtag StormTVLive and asking you which players you'd like to see back in your team next season. Hello to Angela, who's watching. She says, Defo want T-Mac. I'm guessing that's McDougall. Vorobiev and Hurtle back. John Wright says, like to see Stahl, my favourite player. Promaz, Vorobiev, possibly Schultz and Hurtle. Raz and Big Mac are on 2 year, apparently. Aidan Millen says, new nickname for Russell is hashtag Bundle of Passion. Oh look, he's even used your favourite picture. I know the secret behind that picture and how many shots you wanted to be taken to get it just right.
You're trying to sink me here live on air.
When you first arrived, you had more hair and
3 stone lighter. My hair was kind of semi-grey, not totally grey. I was 35, I looked maybe 45, now I look 95.
And now you look like David Sims.
Thanks, Claire. You're full of compliments this evening, I have to say. Next time you're looking player interviews, you might struggle. Anyway, moving on, 10-18 to go. Middle period. Good pressure here, as we said, from the Caps. Puck thrown in Clement. He's had a lot to do in this middle period. King now, along the half wall. McDougall been put under pressure, but again, it's all Edinburgh here. Stahl cycling the puck. And the Storm need to ramp this up here. Kept in again by the Capitals. Stahl now with a chance thrown in, and the eyes were taken by Matt Tipoff of Clemente. Didn't know too much about it, but still made the save. Swindlehurst now for the Storm. Oh, let the shot go, Paul. You had a shooting lane there. Heatley now rims it all the way back. Phillips keeps it in. And just rimmed round the boards again. Swindlehurst picks it up. Well played, Paul Swindlehurst. Just setting up now. Back to Bissonnette. Bissonnette should have let one go. Fanned on it again. My goodness, Biz is... you can see he's been out of the lineup for the last few weeks. He's been incredibly impressive this season, has Matt Bissonnette. But picked up that knee injury in Milton Keynes in a weekday friendly game.
So, you know, Sheffield,
I know where you're going, Claire. Don't go there. Anyway, Mario Tribuco.
Sheffield have scored. That's what I was going to say.
Chance here for Varley. He's got loads of space. It's good blocker save from Travis Fullerton. And Varley had a lot of space to work with there and got off a great shot. Valkak now picks the puck up. Tries to go high on Travis Fullerton. The puck goes all the way out.
The meeting of minds here.
And the Capitals will try and set up. And forward they come as the Storm shelter comes alive to get behind their team. I think everybody inside here tonight knows how important a game this is in the fight for the playoffs. Huge penalty kill coming up here. Durazio now lays that off to Will Gosh. Milan just falls over that one, but this is going to be a 5-on-3 here, and I have to say I think that one was I think it's a bit harsh, if the truth be told, because Trevor Johnson, if we can see a replay on that, I think Trevor Johnson is the one that gets his stick held the whole time. It was Milan that was holding Trevor Johnson's stick, and Johnson's trying to break away. You see he's trying to break away, and as he eventually Milan lets go, Trevor Johnson's stick comes round and clips the other stick, and he's called for slashing. Very harsh call in my humble opinion, and I always try to be fair to both teams anytime that I have to do this type of thing. So a huge opportunity here for the Edinburgh Capitals. 5-on-3 for the next 1 minute and 14 seconds. 1:02 left in this middle period. Huge final minute coming up in this middle period. Great draw from Mark Heatley. One, and that puck goes all the way back to Travis Fullerton. Bit of a strange kick off the boards there. And forward come the Caps. No surprise to see Jacob Johnson out there. Garrett Milan now gains his zone for the Caps. Puts the brakes on, lays it back to Johnson. Off to Durazio. Johnson now looking for that puck. Lets a one-timer go, but good block from Connor Varley up and over the glass.
Well, Stephen has sent a message saying, come on Storm, finish this game off. Oh, I think many Manchester Storm fans here will be hoping now. And like you say, the crowd are getting noisy now. They know that they've got to make the difference. The only two things that we've written on the game sheet for this period are 2 penalties against Storm. And that's exactly the game plan, well, that Pasha didn't want if he had to write history.
It's been a period dominated by the Caps. Durazio now. Johnson lets one go. Good save from Mike Clement. An excellent instinctive save. Offering up no rebound as Schultz was right in front of him looking for it there as well. 28 seconds to go in this middle period. You see Durazio there just laying it off to Jacob Johnson. One-time effort, and Schultz looking for that loose puck, but the Caps have been very heavy on the forecheck this evening. Pass straight into Valkak. Long shift for Valkak. Cross-ice pass again dispossessed. Valkak's been out there a long time. Needs to get off for a change. Tribuco now. Again, Valkak not able to pick that up. Johnson now gains his own for the Caps. Caps have started this third period just like they played in that middle period. Putting the Storm under a lot of pressure. Clement comes out and covers up that puck just about. 17:23 to go, third and final period. Storm 2, Capitals 0. That 5-on-3 kill was huge for the Storm. And that puck just comes out of the zone. Swindlehurst will give chase, putting Durazio under a bit of pressure there. Heavy on the forecheck. Swindlehurst finishes his hit as well. As we've mentioned a couple of times, he's been playing forward for the last while and he's done very well in that position as well. Fedorov now gains his zone again. Battling with Pasha. Pasha comes away with the puck, lays that off to his D partner Varley. Throws along the line to Swindlehurst. Swindlehurst, lovely pass to Heatley. There's a chance. Heatley through the 5-hole. Great play there from Conor Varley. Lays it into Mark Heatley. And with 16:11 to go in this third and final period, it's the Manchester Storm 3, the Edinburgh Capitals 0.
Well, as we just saw there, Mark Heatley, number 71 for the Storm, has kind of been known as a man who likes to look for the assist. He's more of a passer, that it's wide open for him to go straight there. Nobody at the back door for Edinburgh Capitals, and Fullerton left on his own.
Just over 13 minutes to go in this third and final period, and tip-off turns that puck over. Tribuco not able to pick it up, though Bissonnette keeps it in. Bissonnette just overstretching for that puck again. Don't want to see that too often, let me tell you. But scrappy here from both teams, it has to be said. Pass is not going to tape. Good forecheck there from Tribuco, though. The puck's cleared all the way down. Trevor Johnson will be last man to the Storm. Earhart throws that across ice. Again, Dzinski with a chance. Dzinski skating in and tries to find Karche, but the puck comes off a skate of the Edinburgh Capital. Kept in though by the Storm. Karche not able to keep control of it, but again back again by Dickin, who's been excellent. And a great opportunity there for Darian Dzinski. That puck is still live. The whistle blows, but my goodness, it'll be interesting to see a replay on that one. I think Dzinski thought that he had his hat-trick goal. We just see here Karche just throws that right across and straight off the crossbar. But I have to say, my gut instinct straight away was that was in, but evidently not.
4 minutes 31 left. Tomorrow, let's just look ahead for the game. So Edinburgh Capitals play Fife, Manchester play Dundee. Again, they're really tough games, aren't they? As this bottom half of the league table continues for the playoffs. I mean, I imagine that we'll all be pulling our hair out by Monday. The permutations that just aren't even worth thinking about.
It's that time of year, Claire, where it all matters and you've got to bring it together. Good shot there from Dickin, and another good reactionary save from Travis Fullerton. Bit of a scrum developing there in front of Fullerton, but nothing much to mention on that. Yeah, it's that time of year, Claire, where you're looking to put things together and get into the playoffs. And you know what? From a league perspective, it's absolutely brilliant that, you know, heading right down the stretch here into the final couple of weeks of the regular season, there's still so much to play for. It keeps every fan base interested, and you know, I'm a firm believer that, you know, the 14 imports has allowed that parity in the league to bring about this. And yeah, from our perspective, you know, 4 or 5 weeks ago, you know, did I think that we'd be sitting where we are and kind of having to go on a big push for the playoffs? No, I thought we would have qualified a bit sooner, but it just shows you the strength in this league, and you know, you've got to be on it all the time. But I have full confidence in our guys. There is a willingness and a determination to make sure that we continue that progress that we've shown in every other part of the business, and make sure that we make those playoffs. So tomorrow and next Saturday at home to Dundee is two huge fixtures.
Well, Dundee will be coming off the back of a loss as the whistle has blown, the final whistle is blown in Ice Arena, Wales, as Cardiff whopped them 4-1. So that'll be great news for Caps fans and Storm fans, and Storm hopefully heading up there, holding their heads high tomorrow.
Hope Dundee have a very long journey home from Cardiff tonight. Hope it's
And safe.
roadworks everywhere, and hope it's a 6-7 a.m. arrival.
You do realise that Storm are heading up that way tomorrow.
I do, but
So you don't want the roadworks.
Hopefully, no, don't want the roadworks
Traffic
tomorrow.
jams,
Just
they
overnight.
clear, don't they? They
Just
clear
overnight.
quickly.
Just overnight. Farley in there with Will Gosh into the final 2.5 minutes of this game here at the Storm Shelter. Milan now, chance for the Caps. Out comes Jack Prince. Pass straight into the feet of Trabuco. Trabuco gains his own though now. That's one going Fullerton. Good battle there from Mario Trabuco. Heatley now with another chance, just wide of Fullerton's goal. Prince picks up loose puck up. Him and Heatley have worked well together here so far this evening. Forward come the Capitals. And a chance here again, it's that man, Milan. Opportunity. Him and Johnson have just been jawing at each other all night long. Swindlehurst now at pace, gains his own, but turns that puck over to Vyorbiev, who gains his own. Still got a bit of jump in those skates of his. Swindlehurst now forward for the Storm. Just needs to get that puck deep, and that's exactly what he does. Goes and searches that loose puck. Really well played from Swindlehurst. Heatley now tries to find Swindlehurst, but forward come the Caps. Chance of a 3-on-2 here if they move the puck well, and that's an offside. A welcome offside as well from a Storm perspective. 1:33 to go, third and final period here at the Storm Shelter in Altrincham. Manchester Storm 3, 2 goals for Darian Dazinski, 1 from Mark Heatley, and the Edinburgh Capitals 0.
Well, Katie's agreeing with you, Neil, that Mike Clemente should be a contender for tonight's man of the match. So it's hard to pick tonight, but if it is a brackets cannot be named out loud, then it's got to be Clemente.
Sure. Claire, you just throw it out there. You're not into superstitions. Oh, turnover here. Dazinski. Will he pick up that hat-trick? But he does! Pick up that hat-trick! What a finish from Double D, Darian Dazinski, and the Caps rain down onto the ice to celebrate Darian Dazinski's hat-trick goal. And with 1:16 to go here at the Storm Shelter, it's a Manchester Storm 4, the Edinburgh Capitals 0.
What a line that we're seeing between Taylor Dickin, Darian Dazinski and Cody Carchet tonight.
Final 30 seconds of this game. Trabuco gains his own. Prince is at the back door. If he can find him, and a good pad save from Fullerton. But yeah, the Storm crowd have been absolutely superb, and as we've already touched on, we've seen the club grow and grow throughout the course of this season. Crowds continue to rise, and which is obviously a great thing from a new club's perspective. And all the hard work that continues to go in is paying off, and will hopefully continue to pay off as we move into season number 3 next season. And that is a wrap here at the Storm Shelter. Paul Phillips and Mike Clemente. Very happy goaltender, very happy defenseman, very happy team. Coach Pasha and all the guys jumping in there into the huddle. A convincing victory in the end for this Manchester Storm team.
Well, you'll probably have seen Mike Clemente skipping around that rink, doing the celebration lap. I particularly like Paul Phillips' little whoop and jump in the air, and the love and support for Darian Dazinski from both the players and the fans as he was doing his lap of honour as man of the match tonight. Well, I imagine there'll be one man breathing a sigh of relief in the locker room right now, but he did take a few moments to talk to us about what happens next to Manchester Storm's playoff run. Here's Omar Pasha. That was the result that you needed, wasn't it?
Absolutely. That's a huge 2 points tonight. That's what we needed.
Results across the league also went the way you mentioned about the hockey gods last week. I know that you can't control that, but it certainly helps, doesn't it, to see the team back in 8th place, where some may say they belong.
Well, yeah, but I think, Claire, we have to focus on ourselves. We have our destiny in our own hands, and tonight we gave it that boost that we needed. I mean, after 8 losses in a row, I mean, we needed this game. We needed it for the confidence. We needed it for the standings. We needed it for the team spirit. We needed it for our fans. We needed it for everyone, you know. So can't really focus on the outside of what we can't control. But I was more talking about the hockey gods per se during our games. You know, a few games that we got, I think, unlucky, and tonight we finally got rewarded. What
changed? Because it was even a midweek game with Braehead. That was difficult as well, wasn't it? A game that people would rather forget. What did you do that changed, or what did the team do?
Well, tonight we decided to go with 11 forwards. I just felt that throughout the week, you know, we had 2 big games now, and we wanted to be physical on them, especially that first 20, and I think that's what we did, and we needed guys going. And because Swinney's playing so well up front, you know, it's tough to put him on the back end when he's playing that good, and that's the reality we have, so it's a good problem to have up front. And I was confident in my 5D tonight, and we all, I think, with the 5D played really excellent. Obviously, Clemmer had an unbelievable game, but we tried to change that around, and I think obviously it worked tonight. But you know, even Braehead, it wasn't just, we didn't get lucky. We just couldn't bear down on our chances, and we had so many chances in that first period. The start of the second too, and you know, if 1 puck goes in or 2 pucks goes in, it's a different game. But you know what? We can't control the past. Now we can only control the future.
Well, it's fair to say the game sheets have definitely looked a lot cleaner for Manchester Storm as well. Stay out of the box. That's been a lesson you've preached many times. The second period, Caps did dominate in this game. It was like Storm kind of just lost a little bit of shine. What did you say to them in the locker room at the end of the second? If it's repeatable.
I think everybody has to realize, I mean, we've lost 8 in a row. So the confidence is not great. The confidence is not up. So, you know, sometimes when we got into that second period, we're a bit playing on our, you know, we weren't having that jump that we were almost afraid to make plays. And while you do that, you make more mistakes. And we just talked in the third period, listen, relax, have fun out there. I mean, do the little things right, and things will happen. And you saw the third goal. It's a great chip by Swinney to Heater. Heater picked a 5-hole scored, and then obviously that Z in the end. But you know, that third period was a lot better. It was more controlled, and yeah, we struggled a bit in the second. But you know what? Focus on the positives. We weathered the storm, and after we took over in the third.
Dundee coming off the back of a loss in Cardiff tonight. What's your game plan as you head up the road to see them tomorrow night?
Well, obviously, there's no secret. It's probably the biggest game of the year. Say that again. But that's the first time we'll play them when they have a Saturday game. So maybe we can take a little bit of advantage of that. They got a long bus ride, but you know, we got to focus on ourselves. We got to we got to follow our game plan. We got to get to that net. We got to shoot the puck. And tonight, unfortunately, with the ice conditions that weren't great, I mean, we found on a few shots, the pucks were jumping over our sticks, which is a bit unfortunate. But you know, tomorrow's a new day, and I think if we play the same way we played tonight, we're looking at a 4-point weekend.
Well, some very relieved faces here in the Storm shelter. Thank you to Omar Pasha for his words of wisdom after that game. Dundee Stars will be the game that we'll be playing next as a Storm team. That game will be on very shortly on this channel. And Dundee Stars also on my lips again, because they come to Altrincham next Saturday. That's the next home game that we'll be providing for you here on Hockey Night in Manchester. Now, all the news from around the Elite League will also be recapped, because those important places of 7th, 8th and 9th, that'll all be recapped on the Forecast, which is a podcast for Manchester Storm fans and also everyone across the league. It's released on Thursdays. So that's all to come. An exciting run at both the bottom and the top end of the league table for the Elite League in the 2016 and 17 season. Well, stay tuned, because we have more action on the way for you of Manchester Storm and Dundee Stars. I'll hand over to Stephen Swan and also Dave Sweetin, who'll be providing you that commentary. And as we always say here, always take the weather with you.